without followers. Because you're the best speaker of the day. She is she's into education, finance, and real estate. She's a kingdom influencer. She's a real estate agent. She's a UGC video creator for business promotion. She's a writer. She's a model. She's written books. So we're clapping and standing ovation. Please let's introduce Miss Glory Chidera Precious. If your portfolio is not out of that, keep clapping Jesus. Like, you are so busy. Like, good morning. Alright, first of all, I want to give all the glory to God for making this day a possibility. His name praised forever in the name of Jesus. And secondly, I want to appreciate my Homa. She made our she has been amazing, super amazing. I didn't know she was judging. I didn't know, like, I didn't know when I saw some of her statues, I was like, wow, this is the kind of network that I know. So thank you so much for the honor. I sincerely just like that. Alright, so we're going to appreciate the last person, and the person is you in a very special way. Hold your problem. So we're going to do something that is called the ring clap. Alright, so when I mention one, you clap in front of your fingers. Alright? When I mention two, three, and go like that. So let's go with one. Haga. Two. Haga. Three. Haga. Haga. Four. 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 Now five. That's very exciting. Thank you very much for the honor. Thank you so much. Alright, in the year 2023, I decided to be intentional with my life. And so, since I'm a very shy person, I'm not just shy, but timid. But I feel like I have a lot of things inside of me that I want to say out to the world. But then, I'm this shy, I can't talk, I can't even speak in public. You know, I have this phobia, I can't even stand in front of people to talk. So I was not like thinking, how do I make my voice to be heard? And I said, okay, since I love social media, maybe I should even start from there. And so I created this account, and within me, I was like, what do I know that I love doing? The only thing that I know and I know that I love doing is we Christian writers, you know, I love sharing the word of God. Maybe not just because I grew up in a Christian family, but I just love talking about God. It's just my thing. So I started, and so when I began to write, because I found that I could write, so some people want to my DM and they feel like, no, I love what you wrote, it's resonating with me, like I'm so happy, thank you, I need to make a change. I was like, wow. So I was like, oh, so people are taking note of these things that I'm writing. That means I'm going to be very intentional about it. So when I wake up early in the morning, I'll pray. So Holy Spirit, what do you want me to write about today? What do you want people to change in their lives today? Just directly, let me just write about it. So it's usually happens very early in the morning, and you get the inspiration and I write. And after writing, I'll get the testimonies, people coming to testify, one thing or the other, things like, whoa. So this leads me to our topic that says social media, a tool for strategic influence, building an authentic personal brand online. Now someone might might ask, why social media, right? Why social media? Statistics shows that 4.9 billion people are on social media. So what are you using your social media for? Let's say that you get 1% of that 4.9 billion users. That's a whole lot, right? That's a whole lot. So this is one of the reasons why you should have to be intentional about your social media presence. Now, social media is not just for fun. It is called social media, but it's not just for fun. You can affect lives using your social media handles. Depending on what you do, you can affect lives using your social media handles. Now, I want to talk about influence. Alright? Someone said here that influence is not just about having the members, which is true. Now, let me define what influence is. Influence is how you affect how people feel, how people think, and how people act through your words or through your actions. If you didn't get this, let me say it again. Influence is affecting how people think, how people act, and how people feel through your words and through your actions. And for you to build influence, there are three things that you need to do. There are three things that you need to put in place. Number one is self-discovery. Before you talk about influence, you have to know who you are first. That's self-discovery. You have to know yourself. You don't need to influence people by being a photocopy of another person. Influence is who you are, your personality. It's not necessarily what you have. It is you. Because whatever character that you are projecting, that is what people will feel. Just like I said, I love writing and I love sharing the gospel. So I brought out that habit of mine. And people are coming to say, wow, I'm following this procedure that you just put out here. I love this, and I promise I'm going to make a change. And you see that some people will even go as far as calling you their role model just because they saw something. You are influencing their life positively. Alright? So number one is self-discovery. Look deep inside of you. There is that one thing that you know that you can do effortlessly, even without being coerced. There is something that you know that you can do even without being paid. Writing is something that I know I love doing. Teaching is something I know that I love doing. I can teach from empty stomach. I can just teach all night. That is it. That's what I discovered. And a lot of people love it and they are following that footstep. Do you understand? So number one is what? Self-discovery. Look inside of you. Don't copy another person. I repeat. Don't copy another person. Be the original. Be the original. Look deep inside of you. There are so many things, hidden talents that you need to work, that you need to uncover and work and project it to the world to follow. Alright? So the second thing is self-development. Let's use for example. I discovered that I could write. I discovered that I love speaking, but I was shy, I was timid. Alright? So self-development comes when you start developing yourself in that thing that you have discovered. Let's say, for example, me, I discovered that I could write, so I registered for writing classes. I didn't say, okay, because I know I can write, let me just go out there. No, excellence is needed. God will not want to present you to the world half-baked. So you don't need to be a mediocre. You need to be what? Excellence needs to be your fault. So I started attending writing classes, boot camps, and I refined how I write. And how I started writing is not how I write today. That's self-development. I discovered that, okay, I know I love speaking, but I cannot speak. I registered for a public speaking class. And today, by the grace of God, I know that I can still stand and speak to people. That's because I have refined that thing that I discovered. Imagine you just came out as a mediocre. You think somebody will follow you? Nobody will follow you. Yes, because the world does not celebrate mediocres. Nobody is going to follow you. So you need to work, develop those things that you find out, you discover from yourself. The third one is self-deployment. I said the first one is self-discovery, the second one is self-development, and the third one is self-deployment. Now, I know and I know that I can write now, I can speak now, or whatever you think you find out that you can do. It is now time to serve people without skill. Just imagine, what if I finished learning those things, finished developing myself, and I went back to my shell? How will it not affect the lives of people? And most of us here, we are very sure, we'll be like, I don't like all those social media things. In this 21st century, it's a lie. You must like social media. You must like social media, whether you like it or not. You need to come out. We need to be the voice in the noise. We need to come out. Those things you develop, bring it out. A lot of people need that very thing that you are looking for. So let's look into okay, influence is not for influencers alone, right? We are all influencing someone. Influence is not for influencers alone. Now you will say that influencers are people that have millions of followers, but even with 1,000 followers in your account, you can affect those people's life positively. In quotes. You can affect their lives. You can change how they think. You can change how they act. You can change how they talk. You can change a lot in their habits just because of what you have. So influence is not for influencers. You as a person, you are an influencer. Now let's look into understanding personal brand. Because I said earlier, you cannot just come out and people will start following you. You have to brand yourself. You have to brand yourself personally. So your brand is your digital identity. What do people think or feel when they see your name online? What do people think when they see or hear your name online? Let's use, for example, if you mention Tony Elumelu, what comes to your mind is UBA, right? Yes. Then, if I mention Vicky James, what comes to your mind? If you mention Peter Sinokopi, what comes to your mind? Alright, that's beautiful. Then, if I mention your name online, what will people think or think? That should get into your head. You need to brand yourself, and you need to have a voice. Focus on your niche. Do one thing before you diversify. You don't need to be everywhere at the same time. I need to mention your name, and I will know that this is what you do. And that is how people easily connect with you. Because they will not follow someone that is distracted. So, you need to do what will the people think or feel about you when your name is being mentioned. If you mention my name online, they will tell you, okay, Glory is a kingdom influencer. She's a personal finance coach and real estate consultant. It is just there. It is just there. That's nothing else. Alright? So think again, what will people feel or think when they mention? That's personal branding, when they mention your name. So moving on, we're going to look at the key elements of a personal brand. Key elements of a personal brand. Number one is authenticity. Authenticity. You need to be real and not perfect. So many people, they want to, first of all, get iPhone 16 before they can start shooting videos. For what? So that people will validate you. No, you have to be real. If you are posting things online, maybe you've started already and you have flaws. People will want to relate with you. You are not a robot. You have flaws as a person. You have failures and you have mistakes. You don't need to appear perfect all the time. There is something that I do that sometimes after the educational content and everything, sometimes I come out to talk about my weaknesses. Some time ago, I talked about how I used to be very stubborn and rigid. And that was because of the environment I grew up from. Then when I was growing up, people intimidated me a lot because I couldn't talk. I was shy, I was timid, I was naive, I couldn't talk. So they even beat me, collect my food, and I would not say anything. So because of that, like I always stay quiet. You won't see me talk. So when I started developing myself, I found that I could speak. I found that I could stand my ground. And that put something in my mind. It really started something in my mind. Oh, so these people intimidating me are not even bigger than me. So what it made me to become very stubborn. Before you say one, I will even say 10. Because I feel like everybody now wants to intimidate me. So I came out one day on the internet and I was like, this is what I'm battling, trying to reduce how rigid I am, how stubborn I am to people because it has made me to lose a lot of things. So that's a weakness. I came so people were like, oh, this person we are even seen as an influencer. This person even have flaws. Do you get? It will make people to easily fit themselves in your shoes. It will make it very easy to relate. You can say, oh, they'll be like, oh, this person is not even too perfect. That means me too. I am not even perfect. That means this person is saying the truth. Let me follow this person. Let me listen to her. Do you understand? So you need to be real and not perfect. Then, but I didn't say you should be too vulnerable. No. There are things, of course, you know your boundaries. Alright? So the second thing is clarity. What do you stand for? Now, when we talk about clarity gives you focus. Clarity gives you speed. Clarity gives you direction. Let's use for example, I came into Oka and I don't know this place. So they will direct me to this place, it took me time because I don't know it. But when I'm coming back the second time, I'll just go straight. That's because I know where I am going to. So what do you stand for? What do you stand for? You like I said earlier, you need to discover yourself first, right? So that thing that you have discovered, stand for that thing. What are your values? Stand for that thing. Stand for that if it's that one thing. Me, no matter how hard you push me, I find it very difficult to tell lies. I tell you the truth. I find it very difficult to I stand for. So, what are your values? What do you stand for? Even on your life stage, even though you come to do influencer ads through me, and you tell me you made 2 million naira in 3 days, I will say, show me the proof, so I will not go and lie. Do you understand? So you know what you stand for. You don't need to accept everything. No, that means you don't have boundaries. So I have to vet it, and I know that you've made so amount of money because I know that I stand for truth, and I don't want to mislead anyone. So what clarity is very important. So let's look at the third one, which is consistency. How do you show up with what you have? Consistency. Today, you post, even your businesses, you people are treating your businesses bad. Today, you post, then you now come back the next 3 weeks and say, who missed me? My dear, nobody missed you. We just did, nobody missed you. It's not done like that. Now, since 2023, I consistently post, even when I was not even clear about what I was doing, but I consistently post. The only time I took off social media was like when I got the leading to take a break. So I had to announce to my audience, say, I'm I'm going for a break, indefinite break. So expect me so time when I come back. I informed them. And they won't expect much within those periods that are not available. But when I come back, I'm consistently sure. You see big influencers, they post every day. They might not be doing it themselves, but they have managers, they have people that help them do it. That's what social media managers they do. They help you manage your accounts. So if you don't have a social media manager, do it yourself. Consistently show up, even if you are tired. When we go down, I will tell you how we can consistently show up. Alright? So consistently show up with your business, with whatever you are doing. You can decide to just say, okay, let me just be sharing the gospel online. You can add your businesses. You can say, okay, I love relationships and marriage. Let me just be a relationship therapist and a marriage counselor. You can decide to, and you create content around it. You can just decide to be a finance person and you create content around finance. You are doing real estate, you create content, consistently show up around um, real estate. Now, someone said she does perfume and all of that. You educate people every day. I mean, every day. Sometimes I post 5 times every single day. I schedule my posts. I post 5 times. I sit and matriculate. Then I schedule them. If you don't know how to schedule your posts, I'll talk about that later. Alright, so consistently show up with what you have. Don't do today and jump to next few weeks. Nobody will remember your name. You have to be on people's faces. When they wake up, let them see your posts. When they want to sleep, let them see your posts. Let them consistently show. That's when they will easily remember you. Now, if you are consistently showing up with your business, once they need your help, you're like, there's this person that I used to see every day. Today and not every day. So I need to look for this person and patronize her. Do you understand? Because nobody knows the silent expert. It is those that makes the noise. Most of the people that you see that makes the most noise, they are not the ones that are the most talented. They're just making noise. They're just doing their mad marketing. Then you need to constantly be on people's faces for you to be remembered. So let's talk about how to build an authentic brand online. How to build an authentic brand online. I asked earlier, what do you want to be known for? Know yourself, pick one thing. Don't do 5 things at a time. You can't be perfect in all of those things. Pick one thing that you want to be known for. Call it niche down to one thing and be consistent. At least if you've tried it for a year and you see results, then maybe you can just shift it to another thing. You know, there's something about a butterfly. You know, it is very beautiful, it is very attractive, and what it does is that it fetches from one flower to another. It is never productive. But you watch a bee sticks to one place until it produces honey. So you need to be like the bee and not like the butterfly. Perch in one place until you produce honey before you're able to shift. So know yourself, know what you stand for, and be consistent in it. The second one is curate your content. Curate your content. Alright? Curate your content. Be intentional about what you post. Be very, very intentional about what you post. Now, this is not about you. You don't need to be egocentric. This is not about you. If you want to make any post, think about the people that want to think like you, the people that want to act like you, and the people that want to follow you, and the people that want to feel like you do. Think about them. The people that you are influencing. You need to think about it. That's how you need to be very intentional about what you do. Sometimes, when I want to make a post, I'll just first of all see them and be like, these people that are following me, these people that I'm trying to affect their life positively, what would they think? Let me put myself in their shoes. What would they think if I post this very thing? If it sounds negative, your mind is still very healthy. It might sound negative in your head. You're like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Let me just keep it to myself. Let me just digest it myself. So you don't need to be egocentric. You need to care about people that are following you, people that you are influencing, people that you are affecting their life positively. Alright? So content types, the kind of content that you need to post. Number one is educational content. Number two is inspirational content and storytelling behind the scenes. So when we talk about educational content, you need to come teach people what they need to know about what you know. Now, in my niche, I can just decide to, let me just, for example, let me just say how to hear from God. There was a time I did a write-up like that, how to hear from God. I did a write-up about it. It can be like how to pray even though you are tired, just teach people how to. And this is one of the reasons why you have to be grounded in what you know before you come out. I think I talked about self-development. You need to be grounded in what you know before you come out to teach people. So educational content, they fly. People want to know, especially when it is free. People want to know. So what you do, bring out your time, teach them about that very thing you know because they want to know. The second one is inspirational content. You can just come out to inspire them. It can be from your wins. There's your little wins. You celebrate your little wins. It inspires others. Let me just say you got an award and be like, oh, I got an award, I got selected in this exam, I won a competition. You are inspiring them. So they'll be like, oh, if this person can do it, that means I too can do it. So it boosts their energy, it boosts their morale to keep doing what they're doing, keep following you. So the third one I mentioned is storytelling. I love storytelling a lot. I love telling stories and I love listening to stories. When you tell stories, it is very, very easy. You don't need to sound too professional. Tell stories from your personal experiences. If it's business that you are portraying, you can just tell stories. Okay, sometimes like I met this person on the rail, and this is what transpired between both of us. There was something that happened last month. I met this friend of mine, and she was like, everywhere is hard, your country is hard, everywhere everybody is suffering. Inside my mind, I was like, God forbid I'm not suffering. I might be broke, but God forbid I'm not suffering. So we are just eating from hand to mouth, but waiting for husband to come and marry me. Inside my mind, I was like, God forbid, it's not me that is doing hand to mouth, waiting for husband to come and marry me. So after everything, I created content around it. So I came and told my online audience, oh, this is what transpired between me and somebody today. This is what she said, and this is what I was saying. And what I was trying to teach them is that what you constantly profess is you become it. So every time you want to be pitied, you want to be pitied. I'm eating out, I don't have money. Every time I don't have money, I am broke. Every time you are confessing negatively, you will see that gradually you start becoming that. So it was a story. Do you get? It was an experience I had with someone, but I picked a story. I picked a lesson from that story. So storytelling is it can just be anything. It's very easy. As far as it's something that you experience, even though it is not you, if it is someone else, you can just tell stories because it is something that is already in your head. So it's not difficult to do. So you don't wait till you start sounding too professional. Of course, we have our AI. If you write and you want to arrange or correct the grammatical errors and everything, use your ChatGPT. There is Grammarly. Grammarly is a writing tool. You just put it there. And practice, you don't need to sound too professional before you appear on the online space. So the last one is behind the scenes, just like I talked about your various businesses. If it is household products that you can just do somewhere you are going to the market, you're a fashion designer where you are going to sort for fabrics or the processes it took you to, you know, sew a particular dress. So all those behind scenes, they are content. They are types of content. It keeps your audience engaged and stick to you. Alright, so how to, okay, still under how to build an authentic brand online, engage with your audience. You are not a celebrity yet. You cannot reply comments. Wow. Like, wow. Influence is not just posting, it is connecting. Show up in comments, show up in DMs. So you need to reply comments. Even though if it's someone like me, like I used to have like hundreds of them, at least the first people that came up that I'll just reply them. Knowing you that I might not necessarily reply them, but at least I showed concern. Because for people to tap and like and you snub them, they will not come back again like that. This one has pride though. Do you get? So you already gave them something they have in mind. It might not be what you have, what you are thinking, but you already gave them that perception that this is who you are, that you have pride. And they're thinking that you have pride. And before you know it, they'll just leave you. Also show up in DMs. Now, I'm not talking about the people that come to your DMs. Thank God the God has not yet to you. They will come, hi babe. Somebody that you have not met before, so sweetie, are you okay? Those ones that are irrelevant. People that want to connect with you truly, they will come with their intentions. No, this is what I came to do. I love what you are doing on the online space, and I love to connect with you. They will specifically be about what they came to do in your DM. So those are the kind of DMs I'm talking about. Don't small. Because they will have to talk about you out there. So protect your integrity. Still on how to build an authentic brand online. Protect your integrity. Authentic doesn't mean unfiltered brands. Authentic doesn't mean unfiltered brands. That's your character. The internet does not forget. So you have to be very, very careful and sensitive. There are some comments that you don't even need to respond to. The block button is there. Block and delete the person. You don't need to start arguing, because the more you are arguing, the more you are getting angrier, and you see that words will start coming out because of what? Anger. And trust me, those people, they can easily judge you. They will pick it that okay, this is what you said, or this is who you are, and they'll start spreading it. And you see that in years later, you now want to say something, you want to present something, you now go and bring out that post. And I say, it's not you that said this thing. I'm like, Jesus. Please don't leave them. Leave them. Don't respond to them. Block and delete. You have the right to do that. You don't need to respond to all unnecessary comments. Alright? So be very sensitive, be very careful, and that's your character. Now, let's look at tools for strategic growth. Tools for strategic growth on the online space. Number one is profile optimization. Very, very important. Profile optimization. See, your profile is your new CV. Do you know that there are some companies that you want to get a job? You apply for a job and they will tell you to submit your social media handles. Yeah. And they will go there and see I'm posting nonsense. This one is not even serious. They will not see profile picture, your thumbs are out. And you are wearing one skimpy dress. This one is not serious. Hey, Jesus body. Now that Jesus when they add, now they pay me pass. Jesus body. No. Your profile needs to be what? Clean, optimize, number one, it starts from your profile picture. Take professional shots. You just go to studio, 3,000, 4,000, you just get a professional picture. Put on your profile. Remove the ones that are not unprofessional. Delete pictures that are not unprofessional. Put in there, when people come, they perceive value. When people come, because the way you presented yourself is the way people perceive you. And so clearly on your bio, remove the bad bitch, I snob, don't DM. I do this so crazy bio. I'm like, Jesus Christ, where are these ones coming from? They think it's the code. So you need to clearly, if it is business that you are doing, clearly state what you are doing. Now, on my profile, I wrote author, speaker, founder of my wealth, because that's my business brand. Then I wrote personal finance and real estate consultant. When people come, they will go straight to the point, like, okay, this is what this person does. And I'll be able to, the person will be able to relate with me and patronize me. Yes, that's because of who I presented myself to be on the online space. So make your profiles professional. Alright? So delete all the unnecessary posts. I don't know if you know how to remove tags. You see, like, this one will tag you on 99 places, 99 others that you don't know. They will tag you on 99 others. And it will be showing on your profile. You will see this person's post. You see like 10 people's posts on your own timeline. You can go to your settings, go to profile and tagging, remove it, review tags before, so that it is only your content. So when someone comes to your timeline, it is only your product the person will be seeing. It is only your content that the person will be seeing. So it's not your profile is not a trash. So make it clean. Let them stop tagging you and 99 others that you don't know their village. Alright. The next thing is use content calendars. Alright, so I said earlier that I'm going to show you how to show up consistently, and that's by having content calendars. Alright, so you can content calendars, they help you know what to post each day and each time. So it's very simple. You can use your ChatGPT. We all have ChatGPT, right? Yeah. Okay, so you can just use your ChatGPT and say, hey friend, help me create, if you're into fashion, help me create a 30 days content calendar as a fashion designer. So just bring it out in less than 1 minute. And so every day you want to show up, you look at what is on your calendar. So okay, I'm to post behind scenes today. Okay, tomorrow I'm to post clients' testimonials. The next day I'm to post maybe shenanigans or you dancing in your business page or anything about your products. Alright? So use content calendars, so it will help you to easily post contents. Then platforms. Pick 1 or 2 platforms to master. Pick 1 or 2 platforms to master. Only you're on TikTok. Only you're active on Facebook. Only you're active on Instagram. Only YouTube, Telegram, even Bluetooth. Only you are active in all of them. You have to pick one place. Like I used the bee and a butterfly earlier. You need to perch in one place and produce results. Be active because it will be very, very distracting. Because what drives most on Facebook is write-ups and videos. If you know how to do long write-ups, but you cannot post write-ups on TikTok. Right? It's just videos. Videos drive it, then Instagram, Reels, and all of that. So pick one platform that is user-friendly for you. Start there. When you build there and you know that you have built influence there, that you know that okay, your audience is there, you can now easily, it's not very easy for you to carry them to another platform. Just like I did. I built mine when when I was in, I think 20 something thousand, when I was in 20 something thousand on Facebook.